Hello, and welcome to the Smart Injury Doctors Podcast, the injury market's top program for doctors, lawyers, and insurers who want to gain greater insight on how to improve patient recovery results and deliver better services in the U.S. injury market. Please welcome your host, Dr. Jeffrey Allen Kronk.
All right, doctors, what I want to talk about today is how to have fun, how to have professional fun. You're going to grow an injury practice. I spend a lot of time with injury doctors throughout the United States trying to improve their understanding of spinal injuries. It's called the Smart Injury Doctors Program. We produce incredible doctors that understand how to diagnose these non-disc ligament injuries as well as the disc ligament injuries. And so now they want to grow a private or they want to grow a big injury practice. And I'm going to tell you that the best way to do it is to have fun doing it. It doesn't have to be arduous. It doesn't have to be, oh my God, draining. As a matter of fact, if it is, something's out. Something's personally out, right? So how you have fun, if you want to know how to have fun and how to stay happy, is to pursue a worthy goal. That's how you have fun, to pursue a worthy goal, to decide. So I have my goal in the Smart Injury Doctors Program is to help providers understand exactly what they're treating so they can get much better results with their patients. And I enjoy doing it. I enjoy showing doctors that the injuries that the patient has are far more significant than what they ever thought. And when they can accurately diagnose and they can accurately now pursue the best type of rehabilitation procedures, the best type of adjusting, the best type of home exercise, the best type of in-office exercise, the best type of modalities, right? How to document the easiest way possible so that they can have a lot easier time in their professional lives. That's my goal. That's my purpose. In Spinal Kinetics, I'm the CEO of Spinal Kinetics. I want to change the way spinal ligament injuries are diagnosed. I want every single patient in the country to be accurately diagnosed when they have a spinal ligament injury. They should all have an excessive motion test first thing done, independent of the provider, right away. That's my goal. Now, are there barriers to overcome? Yes, lots of barriers. Are there times when I go, wow, these barriers absolutely suck? I mean, they're horrible. Doctors don't understand ligament injuries. Doctors don't want to invest in their own, they don't want to invest in their own improvement. Yeah, that frustrates me sometimes. Insurance carriers don't understand. Attorneys don't understand. Attorneys understand the least. Are there frustrating things? Yes, but in all worthy goals that you're pursuing, there are going to be a ton of barriers. Now, the only thing that gets you through those barriers is your purpose. What is your purpose? If you want to have fun, take a ride on a goal that is worthy of achieving. It's going to help a lot of people and has a lot of personal purpose in it for you. So let's take your injury practice. Right now, if I'm setting up injury practices, the reason why I would set up injury practices is because I want to set up the absolute top of the line best injury practice. What is a best injury practice? Well, best injury practice is where you identify the injury right away and you, as cost effectively and as quickly, you get the patient 100%, if possible, out of the condition they're in. And they have very little long-term residual effect from the injury. They may have to maintain, they may have to do supportive care, they may have to take care of their body in order to achieve that. But that's what I want to, that's what I actually want to have. I want to have a place where the attorneys would send their family, their kids, their most loved ones. Do you realize in today's market, a lot of attorneys and a lot of doctors that work with clinics would never send their family to the clinics that they work with? Because that's not how they're set up. That's what would make it unique for me. That's what would make it really purpose-driven for me, is I'd want to be different. I'd want, if the President of the United States, daughter, family, relative, himself, his wife, or whatever, had a injury to the neck, spinal injury to the neck, I'd want to be the top. I'd want to be the place that would feel super, super comfortable. I'm the place for you. That's what I'd want to set up. Now, is that a worthy goal? Oh, totally, it's a worthy goal. Is there a lot of purpose in that for me? There's a lot of purpose in that for me. Would that purpose override the barriers that look, there's too much competition, or there's mills around the corner, there's mills everywhere. There's so many attorneys, and they're all bought, and they're all paid, and look at all this attorney advertising, and I can't get any blah, 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 blah. Every time that you have those, it's something's out on the purpose, right? You pursue a worthy goal, and if it has a lot of high purpose, it becomes a duty. It becomes a mission, and that mission is not a sprint; it's a marathon. And everything that you hit along the way is you can kind of look at as it's fun. You're going, oh, okay, here's a barrier. Right? I'm getting IME'd to death right now. Good, that's a barrier. Okay, how do I solve that? Because if I can solve that, then the next tricky thing to solve is going to be much easier to solve. So when you have a worthy goal, if it's a big goal, if you look at goals and you were to look at a goal and look at it as a triangle, right? You could have goals, you could have barriers to the goal, and you could have purposes, right? Anytime that you actually increase one of those corners of the triangle, the other has to go up as well. So if my barriers increase significantly, guess what? My goals have to increase, and my purposes have to increase as well in order to overcome that barrier. And so, anything that you're doing, like I said, that has it's a great goal, it has a great purpose, it's going to have barriers, but that's how the pursuit of those things is how you have fun. Training your staff should be fun, right? Now it's, changing diapers on your kids was not necessarily fun, but in the end, guess what? They're going to learn to wipe their own butt. They're going to learn to go to the bathroom by themselves. They're going to learn. So it has a thing that has an end to it. Now, if you have a chronic problem, let's say you have a chronic problem where you have no solution for the problem. Well, then you're looking for the wrong thing. You're looking for the how, when you should be looking for the who. Who's already solved it? Who has already solved it? You're looking for the right who, not the right how, because that'll speed up your growth. Now, you could also look for the how, but it's easier sometimes just to look for the right who. Who's already solved it? Who's already done this? So that you can continue to have fun. Growing an injury practice today should be really, really fun. It should be something where you go, okay, this is really cool. You get overwhelmed with new patients. Big deal. Don't be overwhelmed with the new patients. So you have to stay on a 12-hour day because you had 5 new injury patients come in that day. So what? So what? That's what makes it fun. So if you want to have fun in your injury practice, set good goals. Make sure that they're have a worthy purpose, something that's, if you're just sitting there going, hey, I want to just treat injury patients because I want to make money, I'm going to tell you that one's not going to go nearly as far, right? Now, if you say, because I want to make money because I want to support my church, I want to support charitable endeavors, I want to support the peaceful, the Wounded Warrior projects, I want to support my local food banks, I want to use this money, and the purpose for using this money is really lofty, you're going to be right back on the fun track. You're going to be right back on the fun track. I do a lot of donations, and I do a lot of donations to charitable organizations. And so when I know, part of the thing when people are paying me money, I know that they don't know that part of that money is going to a charitable organization, that I am helping them to help these organizations, whether they know it or not. And that's a little game I play with myself regarding money. So, make sure that your purpose is high, make sure that your goals are high. And if you're doing things that are on purpose, they will be fun. If you're doing things that are off purpose, they won't be fun. And that's how you know when you're on purpose or off purpose. So stay on purpose and have fun. All right. Again, what I do in these podcasts, and if you haven't subscribed to these podcasts before, subscribe to it. So we try to put 2 out a week. I just riff on a topic, and hopefully it gets you to change your viewpoint, or stretches you a little bit on that particular topic. If you have questions, concerns, comments, put them below. That's how I create future podcasts. And as always, I appreciate your time and attention, and I look forward to seeing you on the next podcast. Thank you.
You've been listening to the Smart Injury Doctors Podcast, the #1 audio production show for professionals in the U.S. injury market that want to deliver better injury services to the patients, clients, or insureds they serve. If you like what you heard today, please leave us a review, and don't forget to join us on our next program.